One day, a young man living in a small village. He was in his early 20s, full of ambition but also burdened by the anxieties and frustrations of life. The young man felt lost and overwhelmed, unsure of his purpose and direction. He heard one wise monk living in a monastery next to his village. A wise and respected wise monk was known far and wide for his wisdom and calm demeanor. People from various villages and towns would come to seek his advice and learn from him. The young man arrived at the monastery. "The wise monk," the young man said, bowing deeply, "I have come here to seek your guidance. I am struggling to find peace and meaning in my life. Please help me." The wise monk nodded and smiled kindly. "Follow me," he said, leading the young man to a nearby river. The water was clear and calm, reflecting the surrounding mountains and trees. "Look at the river," the wise monk said. "What do you see?" "I see the water flowing peacefully," the young man replied. "Exactly," said the monk. "The river teaches us an important lesson. It flows effortlessly, without resistance, yet it shapes the land and nourishes life. It does not force its way but finds its path naturally." The wise monk then picked up a handful of sand and threw it into the river. The sand dispersed and disappeared into the water, without causing any disturbance. "Your worries and fears are like this sand," the monk explained. "When you hold on to them tightly, then you go down. But when you let them go, they dissolve into the flow of life. Trust in the journey, and you will find your way." The young man pondered the monk's words, feeling a sense of clarity and calm wash over him. "But how do I let go of my fears and anxieties?" The monk smiled and saying, "Practice mindfulness and meditation. Focus on the present moment, and understand that life is ever-changing. Embrace each experience, whether good or bad, as part of your growth. Just like the river, flow with the currents of life and you will find peace." The young man took the wise monk's advice to heart. He felt a profound sense of gratitude towards the wise monk. He bowed deeply before the wise monk and said, "Thank you, monk. You have changed my life forever." The wise monk nodded and smiled. Remember the wisdom of the river. Flow with life, trust in the journey, and you will always find your way. The young man returned to his village, carrying the monk's lessons with him. He faced life's challenges with a new perspective, finding peace and purpose in the flow of each day. The story of the wise monk and young man offers a profound lesson applicable to our everyday lives. Just like the young man, many of us face anxieties, fears, and uncertainties. We often struggle against the currents of life, trying to control every outcome and hold on to our worries. However, the wisdom of the monk and the river teaches us that true peace and clarity come from letting go. By practicing mindfulness and staying present in each moment, we can release our burdens and flow naturally with the events of life. This doesn't mean we become passive, but rather, we learn to adapt and find our path with ease and grace. In real life, adopting this mindset can transform our approach to challenges. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we cultivate resilience and inner peace. Whether we are facing personal struggles, professional hurdles, or everyday stresses, the lesson of the monk and the river can guide us to navigate life with a calm and centered heart. Just like the young man, we can find our way by trusting the journey and embracing each experience as a part of our growth. The key is to remember that life's true power lies not in resistance but in the graceful flow of acceptance and understanding. Thank you.